This is a recap from the second Adobe Digital Art class of the semester. And I just want to review the select tool from an art perspective. A lot of times in making drawing and painting, we're thinking about cropping and we're looking through some shape, which we don't often think about the quality of that shape. It's often thought of as a rectangle. And we're kind of thinking about vertical and horizontal and where to place images. But the selection tool offers a whole nother way of looking at images that I would like to highlight. So we learned how to import our images into a file. And now what you do is you go to the selection tool, quick selection tool. And let's say I want to look at this image through a shape that is intrinsic to the image. So for example, if I select on the selection tool and maybe make my brush size a little bit bigger, and I select this shape of this, let me just make my brush even smaller, of this alligator's head. And I go around the shape, get his jaw a little bit. And then let's say I want to clean that up a little bit. I would grab the minus tool. And the best way to think about this is, for me, is as pushing a fence up against the shape, kind of like a mold. So you click and drag along. It's a little bit unintuitive feeling at first. And then it kind of snaps to the nearest shape. So then you click the positive selection tool and maybe make your brush size a little bit smaller and kind of push that fence up. So that's looking pretty good. Maybe what I'll do, switch to the minus again, push against the outside of the shape and kind of keep that jaw. And then I'm going to grab the plus again and kind of push along to the bottom, this jaw and that tooth. Yeah, just like that. Now, normally this is used to maybe change the background, generate AI backgrounds, etc. But you can also click on the top tool, the move tool, and now we have a shape. Now what I'm going to show is the idea of making that shape a window to look through at the rest of the image. So you go down to the masking ability, which is going to be in layers. And if you don't see layers, here it is here. There's a mask button on the bottom here. So you click add mask. And now you can move this object around and see it freewheeling off of your original image, separated from it. Now what you can do is unlink from that layer. And when you unlink, now you're looking through that shape at the rest of your image. And that's a fascinating thing to do. Now, often what's done is you kind of just slightly disjoint it maybe from the image. The other thing that's possible is up on the top, you can show the transform and you can expand that shape. So you're really messing with a shape that's intrinsic to the picture, and you're using that to look at the picture. Other options include select and once you're done with looking at the transform controls, go to select and I guess it's select and mask. And then once you have done that, what you can do is you can actually choose the brush tool and you can draw onto your image and click OK. And then you're looking through that drawing as well as the original shape. So that's what I wanted to share about Adobe.